My name is Viktor Volkov, and what I'm about to tell you will sound impossible. 3 weeks ago, I thought I knew everything about Chernobyl nuclear power plant. I was wrong. Dead wrong. For 6 years, I've worked maintenance at the most infamous nuclear facility in history. Day shifts only. There's an unspoken rule among older workers: never work nights in the zone. I should have listened. When budget cuts came and they offered double overtime for night shifts, I couldn't refuse. My family needed the money desperately, so I volunteered for something I should have run from. The first thing they don't tell you is this: Chernobyl at night isn't just abandoned, it's occupied by things that shouldn't exist. My first night started normally. Equipment checks, monitoring containment structures. After 2 hours, I heard deliberate footsteps echoing through Building 3, like someone walking to work. I called out, "Hello, this is Volkov on night maintenance." Silence. Then more footsteps, moving away, fading into the building's depths. I followed with my flashlight, but found nothing, just empty corridors and decay. That should have been my first warning. The animals started appearing on my second night. I was checking the perimeter when I saw a massive wolf near the administrative building, but it wasn't on all fours. It was standing upright like a human, front paws hanging at its sides like arms, studying me with disturbing intelligence. The worst part was its eyes. Instead of yellow-green reflection, they glowed electric blue like active reactor cores, the kind of light that means death is in your cells. We stared at each other. Then I blinked, and it vanished. No sound, no movement, gone as if it never existed. The third night confirmed I wasn't losing my mind. 3 wolves walked in perfect single file down the main road like shift workers, their movements unnaturally coordinated, synchronized with military precision. I radioed it in. "Control, unusual animal behavior in Sector 7. The response was casual. "Wildlife mutations are documented, Volkov. Continue your rounds." Mutations. As if that explained the impossible choreography. The birds came on the 4th night and were worse. Near Reactor 3, I heard wings overhead, dozens of ravens, creating a rushing sound like wind through tunnels. I looked up to see at least 30 flying in a perfect circle over the reactor building, each bird precisely positioned, maintaining exact distances in impossible aerial formation. I timed them. For exactly 11 minutes and 37 seconds they maintained this pattern. Then all 30 broke formation simultaneously and flew toward the horizon in complete silence, not a single sound. Terrifying silence that sucked all sound from the world. I started bringing a camera for proof. Every photograph came out wrong. Blurred shapes and that supernatural blue glow where eyes should be. The camera couldn't focus on whatever these creatures really were. The deer encounter on my 7th night shattered something inside me. I heard hooves on concrete and saw a massive stag walking upright through the administrative building corridors. It carried documents in its mouth, placed them on a desk, then returned the same path. 4 minutes of impossible behavior. When it disappeared, white papers were visible on that distant desk. After that night, I stopped sleeping during breaks. Sleep felt dangerous, like closing my eyes might let something take control. But last night, my final shift, staying awake wouldn't save me. I was performing equipment checks when I heard a scream from Reactor 4. Human. Desperate and terrified, like someone experiencing unimaginable agony. I grabbed my radio. "Control! Urgent distress calls from Reactor 4. Other crews on site?" Static, then, "Negative, Volkov. You're the only one scheduled." The scream came again. Closer. Every protocol told me to wait for backup, but that voice sounded like someone dying. Against every survival instinct, I made my way toward Reactor 4. My dosimeter clicked steadily, normal radiation levels. The screaming stopped, but now I heard soft, childlike laughter coming from below, from the basement where they keep the elephant's foot sealed away. For those unfamiliar, the elephant's foot is the most radioactive object on Earth, a mass of molten uranium, concrete, and steel from the meltdown. In the 1990s, 5 minutes near it would kill you. The room has been locked for decades. I'm the only maintenance worker with access, never used. Orders are explicit: report issues and wait for specialists. But I could see dim blue light spilling from under the door, pulsing glow that seemed alive. The door was slightly open. I checked my keyring. The key was unused. I was the only one with access, and I hadn't opened that door. The childlike laughter was coming from inside, mixed with whispers I couldn't identify. Every instinct screamed to run, but something pulled me forward. I had to know. I pushed the lead-lined door open and stepped inside. The elephant's foot was glowing with brilliant blue radiance that hurt to look at. Not the dull mass from training photos, but something fresh-looking. Waves of heat radiated in visible distortions. My dosimeter started clicking rapidly, then became a continuous whine meaning lethal radiation. The door slammed behind me. I tried the handle. Locked. My key wouldn't fit, the keyhole had changed shape. I was trapped with that thing. My skin started burning immediately. The elephant's foot grew brighter. I could see human faces in the glow, dozens looking at me and smiling. The laughter started again, not from the mass but everywhere. Walls, ceiling, air itself. Dozens of voices laughing like children. I looked at my watch. It read 1:23 a.m., April 26, 1986. The seconds hand was moving backwards. I could hear footsteps outside, getting closer. Steps that sounded exactly like mine. Then I understood. I wasn't the first maintenance worker to find this room open. The footsteps stopped outside. Someone tested the handle, calling for help in a voice exactly like mine. A deafening explosion shook the building. 1:22 a.m., April 26, 1986. The reactor had exploded. Again. The truth hit me. The elephant's foot doesn't just contain radioactive material. It contains time itself, the moment of catastrophe frozen forever. Every person who died that night, every worker exposed to lethal radiation, were all trapped in those final moments, doomed to repeat them endlessly. I'm not Viktor Volkov from 2024. I'm someone who died in 1986, walking these halls for 38 years thinking I was alive, while actually dead. The wolves walking upright are former security guards still patrolling, the deer carrying documents, a dead administrator delivering his final report. The ravens flying circles, technicians monitoring the reactor that killed them. We're all ghosts trapped in our final routines, unable to escape when everything went wrong. The building is shaking. The explosion is coming. I think I need to get back to work.